We came to submit a petition against our distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for loss of confidence. The entire Kogi Central people have lost confidence in her because of her gross misconduct in the National Assembly during a plenary session.
Wonder. I've been hearing rumors for some days now that the Senate President Akpabio allegedly paid former governor of Kogi State, Uncle Bodaya, that is Senator Natasha's arch enemy, the one that destroyed the roads leading to her constituency during elections.
According to the clip you just saw, this woman, this young lady, is actually claiming that the people of Kogi Central have signed a petition claiming that they want Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to be recalled, that they no longer want her, they want someone else to come, not because they're rejecting her, because they said they cannot afford to not be represented in the next 6 months of her suspension in the red chambers. And they said something like she used her emotion rather than logic. She put her emotions first, her pride first. Please, let's even look at what this woman is saying fully in the video before I begin to give my analysis, because I need you to hear by yourself what she said. And according to everything she has said, there are too many anomalies in what she said. But before I say anything, let's look at the video.
We came to submit a petition against our distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for loss of confidence. The entire Kogi Central people have lost confidence in her because of her gross misconduct in the National Assembly during a plenary session. That led us to a 6-month suspension where Kogi Central will not be represented at the National Assembly, the Senate arm. So I've come to recall her back so that we can have a representative in the Senate, because as a people we cannot afford not to have a representative in the Senate arm for another 1 year. So we are here to tell INEC to please follow the constitutional process for our recall so that our recall process can begin. That's why we're here.
Have you submitted or?
We've submitted that petition. It's been received. All other documents have been received. This is the acknowledgement copy of the petition. The current governor, the former governor, are not even I'm not sure they are interested in this matter, because as far as we are concerned, we came as concerned youths. We are not being sponsored by former Governor Yahaya Bello. We are not being sponsored by the current Governor Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. We are citizens of Kogi Central. Why will anybody even think that as citizens somebody needs to fan us before we do what is right? For instance, even if it's in any other state, they would have still done the same thing, because nobody wants to lose a space in the Senate for issues that can be easily addressed. A simple "I'm sorry" would have solved all this. But since her ego is bigger than her constituents, we have decided to recall her home. So I think that we should separate issues from personality and leave former Governor Yahaya Bello away from this matter, and also leave the sitting governor away from this matter. If you're saying that the state government, it's okay for you not to be in the party where the state governor is from, where the state governor is. But is it the state governor that sent her again to go and misbehave in the Senate? No. So we should stop making it look like it's a personal vendetta. This thing is common sense. This thing is reality before us. We cannot afford not to have a senator representing us in the red chambers. And we're now recalling her. So I don't know why anybody will even think that somebody needs to tell us. We are not robots. We are not cows. We know what we are doing and we know what we want. We elected her as a senator, and the same representatives and electorates are now saying that she can no longer represent us well because she has chosen her ego over her people. She has chosen emotions over logic. Like I always say, logic will always and always win over emotions, and the game is the game. Politics is politics.
My message to the people of Kogi Central is for us to begin to understand that politics and good governance is something that should be driven by logic and not emotion. We've seen a whole lot of things happening, and we've seen the messages that are not appropriate that have been circulated. But the fact remains that what is right and what is wrong. And at the moment, what we are doing is what is right, because we are doing what the constituents want from us, and we are representing the constituent at the moment, and what we are doing is right. So for now, my message to our people is to be calm. This recall process will be successful just as everybody anticipated.
And what's your message to INEC after submission?
My message to INEC is that so far we've initiated this process and we've submitted the duly signed petition to the chairman of INEC. My message to them is for them to speedily swing into action, and by reviewing the petition we submit and swing into action to the next phase of the process as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution as amended.
Thank you. Your name?
My name is Hamza Yakubu. Yes, we investigated the matter. It's a matter that is obvious and very clear to every Nigerian, not even the people of Kogi Central. We saw what happened the day it started and where we are today. So we've investigated, and at the point, there are some of us who have tried to reach out to the senator to hear from her. But at the moment, no town hall meeting has been granted, and we can't afford not to have a senator in the 10th Senate for the next 6 months. And by implication, if you analyze this is not only going to be 6 months, it will be a thing that will reach a year if you analyze critically. So we've investigated and we know that what we are doing is the right thing for us to do as constituent of this district.
Your name is yourself?
I'm Comrade Salihu Habib.
How confident are you that this recall process will go through? Because it's very difficult to recall representatives in Nigeria.
I think if you see the process the good people of Kogi Central has carried out so far, this will be the first recall that will be successful. The good people of Kogi Central have spoken in one voice. It is simple. We need credible representative. We need credible senator who can speak the mind of the good people of Kogi Central. Thank you.
Okay, so now a lot of people have insinuated that it's the former governor of Kogi State, Mr. Yahaya Bello, that is pushing for this particular recall. How true is that?
I think the former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, maybe it's a rumor. For me, Yahaya Bello is not here. Habib is here. Many youths are here. Many women are here. I can't see Yahaya Bello here. Then how come? You should be insinuating that it is Habib that is doing this. This is me that is here.
But lastly for me, have you heard from your representative, the senator herself, on what transpired and how she found?
She has never, not even a town hall meeting, not even a common, even 2-sentence message on social media. We have not heard from her. These are part of the reason we said, okay, if it is like this, that means she's after herself. Therefore, we can call her back so that we can at least vote a credible senator who will deliver for the good people of Kogi Central.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, like we said, INEC is a constitutional body. They work with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And as such, when we tender our petition first, we first went to get signatures of voted registered people in Kogi Central from the 5 local governments, starting from Okene, Adavi, Okehi, Ajokuta, and Ogori Magongo. And we've been able to gather the percentage INEC needs, and that's why we have come to submit this petition officially. And we're received by the INEC secretary, the secretary of the commission, who has said the INEC will attend to our petition.
That is to say that they acknowledged.
Yes, this is the acknowledgement copy of the petition.
The first thing I want to say about this Natasha's suspension is the Senate are saying they are not suspending her because of the sexual harassment petition that she submitted against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, but they are suspending her for gross misconduct. And the person that threw out her petition, in one video I did link in the description box, is a disbarred lawyer in the US. Okay, that aside, for gross misconduct, right? Okay, during Saraki's tenure as the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, when he was a senator, he was just a member of the Senate. At that time, he was not a Senate President. They changed his seat and he displayed something even much worse. There was a lot of toxic masculinity in that video. Are you trying to say Saraki is not as vindictive as he is? Why did Saraki not suspend him the same way they are suspending Natasha now? So does it mean that a man can get away with it and a woman cannot? Let's look at that video, evidence in the video you're going to see. And again, after each of the video I'll be dropping, I would love if you can drop as many comments as possible regarding it. Let's look at the video.
You can't speak from there now. You can go to your seat. Then when you get your seat, I'll recognize you.
The situation is correct. The Senate President sat next to Senator Kwankwaso until I was led by the sergeant at arms that this is my seat.
I asked the clerk, whether he allocated that seat to you. He said he didn't.
He told me he would prefer to sit here. So I said there is no microphone there, but he said he will still prefer to sit there.
So, Madam Charity said 250,000 people signed that petition in her video. Okay, I have two concerns actually. First of it was, how was this petition signed? How? Because there's video evidence like there's falsified, people just gathered in one room and signed it. You can see the video there. People just gathered and they signed it, and I think it is wrong. So in fact, there's no point putting the video on the screen. Let us see the full video, not putting it to myself. You might be distracted with just looking at me. Look at the video for yourself, and I'll be back again with my second concern. Second or third, there are about 3 of them.
F5A 90, F5A 90, F5A FA.
These were the people signing. They literally sat down. They literally sat people down to be signing. And of course, they got paid. This is how they got their fake 250,000 signatures. Isn't this is a crime?
Charity, you said, according to the Constitution, at least half should have signed the petition before you can fly with INEC. You're right. You said in Kogi Central you have over 400,000 registered voters and over 250,000 had signed the petition. This is the second part of my analysis of this, your 250,000 people signing this petition. During that election, Natasha got 51,000 votes. According to the result INEC gave, I think her opponent got 52,000 votes or something like that. And then before she had to go to court and got her mandate, actually, right? So are you trying to tell me that the people that actually voted during the election itself were not up to 120,000, but when it came to signing a petition, 250 signed? There's something very not all right with this numbers, with everything you people are doing. And then again, the third part of this, your 250,000 people signing this petition, there's a video my favorite lady on YouTube, on social media, Adeola Fayehun, dropped, saying that in fact that video was public. It came to Channels TV also. You see the video for yourself, that Kogi Central people were actually called and told that there was going to be empowerment, that they should come. And then when they came, they were now started asking them of their own, okay, how far, where is your NIN, where is your voter's card, for empowerment. And then some of them, and women took to the streets, women went to the street to protest in support of the same Natasha. Madam Charity, you're coming to tell us you have signed 250,000 petition to have her recalled. What are you people even doing? This is a call to the INEC chairman, Mr. Yakubu. Professor, okay, they say he's a professor. Professor Yakubu. Really? I think you should look into this. And again, the way there was technical glitches with the last election, I don't even know whether this issue will be properly investigated. So are we now seeing that our democracy is actually dying, according to what Obasanjo said? Democracy is in the mud in Nigeria right now, and we all need prayers. Again, there's a place where my favorite lady again, Adeola Fayehun, connected the dots, and somehow this involved Godswill Akpabio. It involved Yahaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State, trying to have Natasha recalled so that he can now be presented as the most preferred choice to be the senator of Kogi Central. Kogi people, I don't even understand what is wrong with these people that I believe they have paid. This press conference they are releasing today, Madam Charity, What is happening? Allegedly. Allegedly. What is happening? Have you people not learned enough? When Yahaya Bello was the governor of that state, I was a core member in that state at that time. I know what it was in Kogi State University. I know what happened to those lecturers there at that time. Some of them till date are not being called back.
The video spurred this peaceful protest by some members of Kogi Central Senatorial District. Singing solidarity songs, the coalition marched from Okene Township to Itakwe Junction.
So let's go right to the video of Adiola Fayon analyzing this scene where the ties, the involvement of Yahaya Bello, Godswill Akpabio, allegedly. And with that being said, if you love me, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that whenever the next video is to be uploaded, you'll be notified. Cheers and have a nice day. See you in my next one, and please look at Adiola Fayon. That lady is good. And after this, as you're subscribing to mine, subscribe to her channel too. The floor over to Adiola.
Wonder. I've been hearing rumors for some days now that the Senate President Akpabio allegedly paid former governor of Kogi State, Uncle Bodaya, that is Senator Natasha's arch enemy, the one that destroyed the roads leading to her constituency during elections. That's one, just so that she wouldn't win. Yes, I heard, and once again, you cannot quote me, allegedly, but I heard that Akpabio paid him $5 million American dollars to strategize and organize how they will recall Senator Natasha from Kogi. I said, that is not possible. He's no longer the governor. But of course, we know that he's the godfather of the current governor, since he was the one that put him in office. And once again, allegedly, I heard that they would have people sign a petition citing a vote of no confidence in Senator Natasha. Once again, I said, that is not possible. With all that she has done for her people, the roads she has constructed, the schools, the solar street lights, all kinds of empowerment, different categories. We all saw what she did in 1 year. I said, forget. I said, this woman takes care of her people. As yet, they were going to do a Yahoo something. These people decided to go through the back door. You will not believe it. The government of Kogi announced to the people of Senator Natasha's constituency, just her constituency, they said that they were doing a massive empowerment program. So people came out, they came out, they told them to come with their NIN number and their voter's card. So when the people now got there, they had them sign their names, write their NIN number, not knowing why they were doing that. So some of them started writing, thinking that they were here to be empowered. And before you know it, the media started reporting that the process of recalling Senator Natasha from Kogi has begun. I said, can you imagine?
Large numbers of voters showed up to support the recall effort in the Ganaja polling unit in Ajaokuta local government area.
The indigents from across the 5 local government areas of Kogi Central said they had resolved to bring the senator back home.
Hey! Can you imagine? Yahoo Lele! Can you imagine? Now, some of the Kogites, my Kogi people, some of the people were like, why do you want our NIN number before you empower us? Why do you want our voter's card? What has that to do with Kilaju? So those ones refused to sign.
This early morning, we were informed that we should come for an empowerment. When we get to the field, we are asked to bring our voter's card and the VNIN, the number there. So we now ask why. So they gave us a form to fill. You fill with your VIN and pen your signature. Then most of us will refuse.
So we are here for an empowerment. We are just asked to be here for an empowerment. We are given an instruction to come with our voter's card. No, there's nothing like recall. We don't have anything against our senator, for God's sake. So why the recall?
We took people to the collaboration center, deceiving them of doing empowerment, and when many of them, majority of them, get to know that what they want to do is not a normal thing. So all of them, they left.
And because they were doing this at several local government areas, do you know that they now decided to bribe some of the people that were asking questions? They told them, we want to recall Natasha. Help us sign this and we'll give you so. Can you imagine? So that was how the people knew what was going on. Some of the women in line, they were like, hell no. They started protesting. They started marching through the town, calling the government thief. Hey, God.
The video spurred this peaceful protest by some members of Kogi Central Senatorial District. Singing solidarity songs, the coalition marched from Okene Township to Itakwe Junction.
What is even real in this country we call Nigeria? Can you guys imagine this level of scam from the government? And from the rumor that I've heard, Yahaya Bello will now present himself as the candidate to replace Auntie Natasha. Wallahi, Allah was in easy. Somebody that should be in prison. INEC chairman Alhaji Mahmood Yakubu Bonio my father this is all the evidence that you need. You can hear the people saying boldly that nobody told them about recalling their senator. That's not why they were there. That what they were told was that they would be empowered. This one is 419, a very big Yahoo something.
We are confident in her. We have all our pride in her. How can Senate President be a judge in his own case? By right, it should be excluded.
And Nigerians are watching at home and abroad. All that this woman asked for is that the Senate should investigate her claims. Despite that, we all know Uncle Akpabio's history of sexual harassment allegations allegedly new. I mean, you guys must know about the woman who said that she slapped him some years ago, allegedly. Despite all of that, nobody is saying that Auntie Natasha's allegations are true or that they are not true. What we have been saying since the beginning is that you should give a fair hearing. Investigate it. But instead of investigating, you keep doing like this, you are doing like this, you are doing, you keep trying to silence this woman. What is it that you guys are hiding? What are you hiding? Now you want to remove her through the back door? The devil is there. We are watching this drama on our plasma TV. Guys, we have to pay attention. As this story unveils, Nigerians, you need to be aware. Because now a lot of people are reporting that Kogi people are trying to recall their senator. That is not true. These people are fabricating lies. They are tricking the people without the people even knowing what they were signing. So it is not true. If you see anywhere that Kogi people are saying they are fed up of Senator Natasha, they are recalling her, it is not true. This country, it is finished. Fini. All you needed to do was investigate. No, Biko, you just have to silence her. The devil is liar.